What's up, YouTube? Fuzzy Motion here. We're going to talk a little bit about Season 7, Episode 2 of True Blood. This is called I Found You. Now, before we get started, I just want to discuss how I explain True Blood to people who have never seen it. Usually I go into the three aspects of True Blood that make it unique: the boobs, the gore, and the gay. And as long as you can prepare yourself for each one of those things every episode, you're good. And there's a story in there somewhere. It's pretty fun. The usual formula works out where it's boobs, gay, gore, or gore, boobs, gay, or gore, gay, boobs. But usually the gay doesn't come first. Not in this episode, though. Gay came right out the gates. Eric and Jason have a sex fantasy right off the bat because Jason's had Eric's blood at least twice now. The townsfolk is starting to get restless, so Sam advises everybody to help clean up the bar until nightfall, just to keep their minds occupied. Suki and the gang figure that identifying the body of the girl that she came across the other day might help us find out where those sick vampires came from. I love how comfortable everyone is with death. The sickly vampires are held up at Fantasia, and they're looking for more bodies to help sustain themselves. A little weird, considering they're all gonna die anyway. Out of the group, the teacher has chosen to help reap some of the people that are in the basement of Fantasia. Hopefully she has some more self-control than the last person. Meanwhile, Suki and the rest of the mystery team find out that the missing girl came from 2 towns over. So they all go to investigate. We cut back to Lady May, who's actually turning into a little bit of a V-addict. Spoiler alert, big surprise. While cleaning the bar, the townsfolk become suspicious because of the hate group that we came into contact with earlier. They start arousing suspicions of Sam's humanity, and the fact that he might be a shifter. At this point, I would just let it roll off my back. But the townsfolk unite, start making stakes out of broken furniture, and head over to the police station to get the last remaining bits of ammo and guns that are left in the town. Back at Fantasia, Arlene comes up with a plan to help get everyone free. She rationalizes with the teacher vampire to let them go, as that person did teach their children when they were younger. Suki and the gang arrive in the town that the sickly vampires came from, called St. Elise. Looks like a fucking bombed out shithole. Suki stumbles across a mass grave and realizes that everyone in the town's been exterminated. And the same could happen for Bon Tom. Back at the police station, Kenya has to make a tough decision. But it's not really that tough because she ends up giving everyone guns anyway. Adeline tries to rationalize with everybody, but she just ends up getting tossed in a cell in the back room. Lady May is still trying to scam drugs off of people. So she convinces Willa to give her some of her blood after she purposely burned her hand on a frying pan, and then starts to see very intense visions of Tara. Tara's on a cross, it doesn't make any sense, she sounds like she's some sort of Ozzy Osbourne track being played backwards. Despite Adeline being in trouble, Jessica can't really go out and help her because it's still daytime and she's stuck in her attic. Andy swings on home after coming back from St. Elise and finds Jessica in his attic, and he's not pleased. Both of them put their differences aside, as hopefully they're going to help Adeline in the next episode. Back at Fantasia, the teacher vampire almost set Arlene and the gang free, but she ended up dying from Hep V before she could finish her escape plan. And then the episode closes out with Pam discovering Eric's whereabouts, only to find out that he has Hep V. My thoughts on the episode? You can definitely tell that the writers are starting to run out of ideas. Here's what I mean by that. True Blood was once based off of a popular series of books, but the show has surpassed the series of books and now they're coming up with new content for each episode. You can sort of see where these influencers are coming from. What's that? The season starts with one of the main characters being killed off without any ceremony? That sounds like something I know. What's that? Everyone comes across a desolate and empty town and are expected to abandon all hope? Sounds like some other show I know. And wait, how did Arlene convince that one teacher vampire to get out of Fantasia? Didn't you talk about something to do with legacy and having the choice to do something good before she dies? In fact, aren't all the sickly vampires in the same situation now that they're all faced with their own mortality and they have to make decisions between doing what's right and doing what feels good? You see where I'm going with this. The show's really starting to lose its originality, and that's unfortunate, but we've made it this far, so we're going to finish it out. I hope the series closes off strong and at least gives me something to look forward to. Thanks for watching, YouTube. We'll see you next week. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think is going to happen next week, and we'll discuss it in next week's episode. It's been Fuzzy Motion, and YouTube. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.